See, if I haven't recommended any book to you this year, just take this one from me. Read this book. It was wild. Like, hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Ochena and I'm a Nigerian-based digital content creator. And to my OGs, you are the best. Welcome back. So before we get into today's video, if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please just click the subscribe button below this video and subscribe. So today is all about the Heartstopper series. On the 22nd of April 2022, Netflix released a TV adaptation for the book Heartstopper. It's a series, and given how much I loved this series, I just couldn't wait for this TV adaptation to just come true because it was so nice. Sorry for the excitement, but that's how I feel about this series. Like, blinking the series, that's how I feel about the series. Heartstopper series is a coming of age love story of Nick and Charlie. But on this TV series, it's not just about Nick and Charlie that's having a love story. We could also see some of the characters in this series. There are also exhibits of love story around them. Now, Isaac was introduced in this series adaptation in replacement of Alid last. Alid is the main character in the book Radio Silence. Now, let's do a little bit of reasoning. So, Alid is like a main character on his own, and I'm thinking that's why he wasn't represented in this particular TV series, the Heartstopper series. Now, could it be that we might be expecting another TV series, like TV adaptation from the author? Because see guys, it is possible. Like, when you look at the story in Radio Silence, it could be a complete series on its own, and that's the only logic I could give why he wasn't represented in this series, because there might be another TV series that has to be his own main character, and for that he was replaced with Isaac. Now, back to the main focus of this video. Isaac was just a cool character for me not to notice. Like, he was never without a book all throughout the series. It's either you would see him reading this or you see him reading that all throughout this series. And I was like, well, he's a relatable character because even though we do not have a love life, we've got books, right? Isaac was an avid reader all throughout the season 1 series. Like, you would see him reading fiction, non-fiction, and the interesting thing is that it's not just a particular genre. You see him from classic to reading thriller to reading queer literature. Like, it was just different genres across that he was reading, and that was what piqued my interest, because I was interested in seeing which books that he was reading. So after my research, I discovered he read 9 books all throughout season 1, and in those 9 books I was able to read 5. Some of the book I had to DNF because they were not just working for me. And let's take for instance Naruto. He read volume 72 in Naruto, and I tried reading the volume 72, but it turns out that it's just not working because I haven't read volume 1 to 71, so the math is not matching, so I just had to DNF that one too. Now, getting right into the books that I read. The first book is Radio Silence by Alice Osman. This book, first of all, I was thinking that the teenage version of me would have loved this book more, but then it turns out that wasn't the case. I still loved the book. Like, after I finished reading the book, I loved it, especially the friendship in the book. Now, there's a relatable character in the book, which her name is Frances. Frances, it's relatable to me in the aspect of overachievements, like comes to academic pressure. That was something that I could relate with a lot. Not like the fear of failing, but the fear of like not passing out with like grades, like good grade, that was there. On the character aspect, one of my fab character in the book happens to be Frances' mom. She was just the best. She was just like, I loved her. I loved the way the perspective through which she saw things. One of the things I learned and also loved about this book is that no matter how weird you think something is, you should give it a try. As long as you're not hurting someone, like, you should give it a try, no matter how weird that is. You don't know how it's going to turn out. If it turns out great, that's good. If it turns out not so great, at least you would know that you tried. And that feeling of what if won't be there. The book is a 4-star rating for me, and I would recommend for you to read the book. Now, the next book is A Good Girl's Guide to Mother by Holly Jackson. Guys, see, if I haven't recommended any book to you this year, just take this one from me. Read this book. It was wild. Like, I felt it. It's thriller, murder, mystery kind of read. I felt the uneasiness, I felt the restlessness, I felt the suspense from start to end. This book just gave, like, it gave. I enjoyed it. Now the whole story, the whole plot was just giving, guys. I was like, hold up, how you just need to read this book. It's a, like I've said before, it's a 5-star rating. So A Good Girl's Guide to Mother is the second book, and I highly recommend you read the book. Now the third book we have here is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This is one of the books that has been, ever since I joined Bookstagram, it has been around Bookstagram. Even while I was in school, I've heard about this book, and I just had no interest because it's a classic, and I don't really vibe to classic books that much. But then I decided to read this one, and thought that it wasn't bad, but at the same time, it was not great for me. I won't lie, honestly, it was not great for me. But at least I've read the book, and I can say, okay, I've read the book. There's nothing no one is going to tell me about the book again that, okay, I don't know about the book, that kind of a thing like that. And it was not that bad, but it was not just it for me. It's a 3-star rating. That's what I'm going to give the book, because what I like about the book the most was the wittiness of the character. That was what I liked in the book, and aside that, the book was just there for me. So that's it. Please don't come for me. I know, but it is what it is. On to the next book. The fourth book is Dune Messiah by Frank Herbert. Guys, this book was a DNF for me. First off, it was given this kind of science fiction, godish like thing, and it's not like I don't read books on science fiction, but it's just that this wasn't cutting out for me. First of all, maybe it's because it's the book 2. It's not that the book has a book 1, which I didn't get to read, and it's not something that I'm interested in reading. So why waste my time for a book that I know that it's going to nowhere? So I just had to drop it. How will I read a book for like 3 times and it is not cutting out? So nope. The 5th book on the list is Gender Explorers by Junior Roch. I hope I pronounced the name well. So this book is more like an interview between trans young adults, like how they felt about coming out, how they felt about themselves, their sexuality, their orientation. And what I like about this book is how it talks about the joy, the struggle, like everything being queer. Like, since it's personal, it's from them, the stories are coming from. It's one of the things that I liked about the book, and it was a 3.5 stars for me. It was nice, it was good, and I actually did like the stories shared by the individuals in this book. Moving on, the 6th book on my list is There Is No Planet B by Mike Berners-Lee. Now, this book, it's a non-fiction, and it's just basically giving you tips on how to live your best life, how to live in an eco-friendly environment, how to make the world a better place, how to cut down habits that are affecting the ecosystem or that like causing harm to yourself. It was a non-fiction. It was just basically how to live your best life, cut down on this, do this, don't do that, like just live healthy, that kind of a thing. So it was not bad, but for me it's a 2.75 star ratings. Sorry, but not sorry. Yes, it's a 2.75 star rating. So let's say approximately 3 star. Yes, let's say approximately 3 star. But that was how the book is for me. It was like okay, because some of the things there, sorry, it's not just for me. And looking at all the books that Isaac read in this series, I would say I want a scene in the movie where they give him more of the spotlight. Like, I want him to talk. I want his own story. I feel he would be an interesting character, because from the book he read, obviously, oh my god, like most of them are queer literatures, and I'm like, bring it on, serve everything query, I here for it. On to the seventh book. The seventh book is Naruto, and like I said, it's a DNF for me because I did not read from volume 1 to volume 71, so there's no point reading volume 72. I actually did try reading that volume 72. I searched for it, tried to see if I could get the book, but then a friend said something, and Sheila, her name is Sheila, and she was like, it's manga, it's a collection, you have not read from 1 to 71 and you're reading 72, like, guy. So I took a step back. I was like, oh, okay, we can just keep that one for now, and that was why I skipped that one. Now the eighth book, sorry, I had to bring it up because, please, Jesus did not die in this world for me to come and carry long names. This the eighth book here is Quantum Mechanics, the Theoretical Minimum by Leonard Susskind. I hope I pronounced it well. So this, I didn't even attempt reading it because it's giving physics vibes, how to read physics more, so those kind of books like that. And please, we are not here for academic reading, please. We are here to enjoy reading. That's what we are here for. So that was a TNM for me. And the ninth book is Proud by, I can't remember the author exactly, but I'm going to insert it in this picture. So I didn't get to read this because I searched for the book, I couldn't get it. I checked on Scribd, I didn't see the book, so I just had to leave that one. But I think it's something I want to read because from the blog, the book sounds like something that I'm definitely going to read this year, and I'm looking forward to that one, and probably I'll do a review of it on my Instagram page. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching till this end, and please do give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Tell a friend to subscribe to the channel. I'm looking forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye.